up, my friend?
You.
Well, here's the thing. I came out, and you and I were talking before we went on the air. I came out to Vegas just to see you guys play because the last time you were here, I promised I was going to come to a show.
Yeah.
And I'm a man of my word.
You were.
And I came, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys hung out with me before the show. I don't even think you knew who I was, but you hung out.
You know, we know who you are. You're the most powerful man in radio.
That's not true.
But let's get that said. Who was the hot blonde you were with?
I don't know.
Back in the dressing room. I go walking back there. Kix is already back there. You're back there, just the three of you.
Yeah.
And there's that blonde.
I don't remember that part of the night.
Of course you do. How could you
Bones
forget
remembers
that
that.
part?
Yeah.
Clearly you were...
It was a girl that I had been on a few dates with that lived out there, and I was like, hey, come to the show. And I wanted to...
She was cute.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Why are you coming with that?
Great taste. I
He
just
was
think it's
just
a great
asking.
icebreaker. It's just God talk. You know, I would expect you to ask me, like, hey, who was that chick?
Yeah,
I was like,
I didn't
well,
see
I
it.
don't
I
know.
didn't see a chick. You came in complaining about sandwiches, finger sandwiches. Like, we're back there.
Because they're too healthy.
Well, we're back there. It's me and Kix and this girl I had taken with me. And Ronnie comes in and is like, well, how'd he get in here? And talk about me, and he grabs these sandwiches and he goes, what the are these? Like, going Beyonce on us.
Well, no, they're like cucumber sandwiches. It's like, that's, country guys. I mean, we need to eat like fried chicken or something
They
like
were
that.
cucumber sandwiches.
Yeah, it was.
It's good to see you, man.
Well, thank you. It's good to be seen. You know that.
I like you.
I don't get out much. I'm glad you like me.
I like the show, too. Are you guys done with that show or no?
We re-up for next year.
I bet you guys make so much
We
money
never
from
know.
that show, don't you?
We trump Garth. Remember all that money he used to say, brag about him making like
Yeah.
$385 million?
Yeah.
We left that in the dust.
Hey, guys, it's an awesome show. If you get to go to
I'm
Vegas and
sure.
see,
Sounds awesome.
it's Brooks and Dunn and Reba, and it really is one of the most fun shows I've been to in a long time.
It's wild, and the production and stuff. When we were working it up, I hardly ever have been out in the audience to see what the show looks like. So they recorded the rehearsals and let us all go out and sit in the audience and see the production and the lights and stuff. And it was like it was stunning for me to see what a good job they did.
Is that still fun for you to go out and perform like that?
Yeah.
Even the hits that from 25 years ago?
According to Clarence, our manager, that's all people want to hear. He goes, you can do it. Don't do a new song. Don't try that. Says, you go see Elton John? Do you go see Elton John to do a new song? No, you want to hear the hits.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I want to be a rebellious artist and go, well, I just wrote 3 yesterday. I want to write, I'm going to throw them out and rehearse for the band and do it then. And you can do that.
We were talking this morning. I'm going to take you back a little bit because today, I don't know if you knew this or not, but today is in 1991, you had your first ever #1 song with Brand New Man on this day in country music. Today. Did you know that?
No.
28 years ago today.
How cool. That's doing your homework.
That's what I do.
28 years.
Yeah. So
I keep wanting to say we've been together 20 years and we don't know. And I don't know how old I am either. And I don't want to know. Don't throw that one out.
when I was at your show, I'm walking around, Ronnie, and I see they're trying to sell me pictures that you took up in the gift shop.
That's
they're like,
cheap.
They're like, buy a Ronnie Dunn photography picture.
Vegas, man.
But I mean, that's what you do, right? Don't you take these pictures?
Yeah.
What's the markup on those, though?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than CDs, you know. Yeah, it's good.
And you like taking pictures of like, and then being serious now, you like taking pictures of like ranch, horses?
Rodeos is the fun thing. I'll take my bus out. Reba and Kix, they'll fly out and do the civilized thing. But I take my bus out and I'll have Melanie, my assistant tour manager, find places for us to go photograph, like Bryce Canyon or Zion or somewhere like that. Or if there's a little rodeo in some small town out that way, we'll go. Because we play Tuesdays for the most part, Fridays and Saturdays. So you've got days off. And we can take off and go on trips and do things like that.
How much for you to shoot me? I think that would be a fun shoot.
Oh.
You bring your camera.
I'll do it.
Would you?
I do it for free.
Would you really shoot me? Like,
Yeah.
Would
We're
I need
just-
to dress up like Yodel Boy, like in cowboy gear?
However you want to dress up.
Why would you? Why would you need to dress up?
Well, because he shoots cowboy stuff. I don't know if I dress. I'll dress like a cowboy, and we'll do a photo shoot.
Let's do it.
I think that
I'm
would be
on.
so fun.
I'm in.
I'll bind you to this. I'll call Clarence.
Okay, write that down back there.
Are we gonna do it? I'm looking at Ronnie's team. I'm in. I'll dress up like a cowboy. I'll go.
Oh, we'll come in here on you like you're cowboy, like a swarm of bees, man.
All right, okay, we're committed.
We'll cowboy you up.
By the way, big announcement. This is fantastic. You have music coming out, and it's not what I was expecting. I thought you were going to come in and go, I wrote 42 new songs yesterday, and I'm going to play them all.
Yeah.
Not the new project. Tell me about the new project.
I got lazy. Someone from the record label came to me and said, go cut, if you're up for it, 3 songs that maybe a Brooks and Dunn fan would have been listening to back in the day when they kind of cheated and turned the station over to like classic rock or something. So I just immediately, like I already have 54,000 songs on my computer, and I just sit around and play with my playlist all the time, sequence and stuff like that. So it's kind of a no-brainer conceptually.
One of the songs out today, because I love the Hollies. She was a long, cool woman in a black dress. This is the jam.
Okay, I didn't know what it said. I had no idea what the lyrics are. I think this is a guy-girl thing, because I think women listen to lyrics.
What are you saying about me? I knew the lyrics. I just said them all back.
You're Bobby Bones.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a different thing.
Go ahead.
You're in your own category. But I didn't know what it was about until we dove into it, because the vocal in a lot of those rock tracks are buried deep. It's more like an instrument and stuff. And I didn't know that Graham Nash was actually in the Hollies.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, for a long time.
So this song, though, meant something to you?
Yeah. I'd always heard it in clubs, and all I heard was, I was a bass player, so all I heard was like the riff. I was attracted to that infectious thing, dun, 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 dun. Anyway, and jumped right on it right off the bat, and then realized it's about a drug bust, which is not a problem either, but I learned a lot.
I'm going to play some. Here is Ronnie Dunn's version of Long Cool Woman. Here you go.
She was a long, cool woman in a black dress, just a 5'9" beautiful tall.
That's good. And not that I didn't think it was going to be, but I would have said, I don't know. But that's, Ronnie, that's good.
Wait till I start singing. It'll be bad.
No, we are hearing you sing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie didn't want headphones. He was like, I don't want headphones. So he can't hear it right now.
Now I listen to it all day long on my phone or something at home, but not in public.
Yeah, that's the jam. Did you produce this?
Yeah.
What's it like going in to have, with you being the producer? Are you demanding?
No, I'm not at all. I just pick like guys that I really know can cast for the part and do it. That's Kenny Greenberg doing that on the guitar. You get in there and you get the right combination of players, and you kind of know where their heads are. And I've been around long enough to know these guys really well. And it's like a group of buddies in the studio, and they hit it right off the bat. Kenny just you don't need to practice it. You don't need to rehearse that lick. Right off the bat.
Ronnie Dunn is here. Now, here it is, coming out January 2020. It's called Re-Dunn. Re-D-U-N-N, Re-Dunn.
I'll catch it.
Did you come up with that?
Well, I might have.
Did you? Okay.
Clever.
All right. And so, Long Cool Woman's out today.
Re-Dunn.
And then Amarillo by Morning, which, Amy, may be your favorite song of all time.
All time.
Have you heard
Is it
Ronnie's?
really?
I haven't heard your version, no.
Okay.
Yes, it is. And George Strait is.
Okay. So I went to this real conservative, churchy college in West Texas. You couldn't play in the clubs or anything. I played bass back then, and I had a bunch of buddies that were musicians. We had to sneak off and go play way outside town where they couldn't catch wind of it. Finally, they did and asked me to leave or booted me out. But that was a big hit back in college before George Strait cut it, a regional hit by a guy named Terry Stafford. And we would play it in those VFWs. We'd go play for the door, maybe make enough money, to get gas money back home.
So you would play Terry Stafford's song?
Mm-hmm. Amarillo by Morning.
Well, because George Strait it wasn't even a George song.
But it's crazy that you were already covering.
George wasn't around yet.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no. We were just college kids and thought that was a hip song. He's going to have a busy day listening to 24 songs. He won't do it.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's how many songs can be on the record?
Yeah.
Now, how are you doing the release with these songs? You going to make us wait, or are you going to put a couple every few weeks or what?
No, I think it's confusing to me because I'm all about just have a release date and let everybody have them all at once. But I think from what I'm hearing from the marketing guys, it's do two, do a rock in the country, 30 days, wait 30 days, do 2 more, and up through let's see, January 10th. and then come with the full like project, which will still have 14 unheard songs on it. So
Wow.
2 every. By the way, it's
Well, that'd
already
be 10.
it's already September. It seems like January 2020 is
I know,
10
I'm
years
with
away.
you.
I know. I was like, we have to wait the rest of the year, but I mean, it's fall.
Yeah.
I know.
You can also, let me say this. They've put this, and they've asked me to say this. You can get your Ronnie-Dunn merch packages. You need the money. Do you really need me promoting this? At RonnieDunn.com. Pre-order autographed Re-Dunn merch packages because he doesn't have enough money,
So
everybody.
but what's in a merch package?
Yeah. What do I
Maybe
get
it's
when I order that,
special.
Ronnie?
That's bad. And I will personally autograph every CD. That's the thing now. Everything's bundling, you know,
And you sit at home and autograph all the CDs?
or on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you take the little shot at Kix and Reeb about flying to shows and you're on a bus. I don't know if anybody caught that. You're like, I'm on a bus still.
He said they're civilized.
They're civilized.
Well, I just need something to run around in.
Nobody offered me a ride home from Vegas
You could have had my bus,
with your.
but that would have been payola. Can't do that.
No,
See?
not if you're friends. I didn't play anything
Well,
for
there
it.
you go.
Yeah. Listen, Ronnie Dunn is here from.
Again, you got my bus.
All right, you guys are gonna play the shows next year, and then you're putting this out in January.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do like at home? Like, what's the hobby?
I drive Janine absolutely insane. She'll tell you that. She was telling me that before I came here today. She just, please rent a house somewhere, go somewhere, go to Santa Fe, hang out, shoot, go take pictures with your buddies, get out of here. Last night I had the phone on in my pocket because I was listening down to the sequence and stuff. A lot of times I just listen to kind of learn the song better. And she goes, "How come you always listen to yourself?" I went, "I just kind of listen to. I hear different things every time I do." Do you ever? I bet you don't, because you're well adjusted. But do you ever like go back and listen to a show after you've done it?
Never.
Or like David Letterman used to do it. They said it used to drive everybody crazy.
The only thing
And
that
critique
I'll do,
everything with his staff.
I will
Oh,
record
gosh,
my stand-up comedy shows. I'll have someone run a camera in a theater. These shows never. It lives, it dies.
Yeah.
But my stand-up comedy shows, which I've got to make better, and I've got to hear to see if they laugh at jokes, I'll record the whole show and then look over it like game tape. And it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll do that, but I won't do this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some people are neurotic, and I'm one of them.
There are 2 shows I won't ever see again. This one or Brooks and Dunn and Reba. Both, I'm over. Just playing. Hey, tell me, I want to mention some of these people. Tom Petty, he's going to be on the record. You're doing his song. You ever meet him?
I did. Yeah. It was when they were on Shelter Records in, what was it, 68? They were working on the first record, Tom Petty and the Heartbreaker Records, and I was flown out from Tulsa because Denny Cordell, who owned Shelter Records, and Leon Russell was heavily involved with that. And they're all Tulsa guys. Well, Denny's from actually London, but they called and were looking for a young country singer to kind of develop. Denny was thinking he was on a tear to do that. So I flew out, and they were finishing the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers album.
Do you know what was special? Did you hear any of it and think this is pretty good, or?
No, I didn't get to hear it. No, but they were all in a big, there was tension everywhere. They were all in a big hustle to hurry up and get out of the studio. They'd gone way over doing the record, typical rock and roll thing. And Clive Davis was coming in right behind them. So they were already putting up Christmas lights in the studio and tinfoil on the windows.
What about Merle Haggard?
Haggard? Have I met him?
Were you guys friends?
I don't know if we were friends. Yeah, I mean, he came out and did the last 5 shows on the last Brooks and Dunn tour back in 2010, and showed up in Woodstock. Huge fan, though. I would clam up around Haggard every time
Why
I
is
get
that?
around him. It's Merle Haggard. I just thought he's God.
Have you had a chance to watch any of the Ken Burns documentary about country music?
Yeah,
I'm 4 or 5 hours into it. I haven't got to you guys yet.
yeah.
Did you watch?
No, I don't think it gets to us. The Kick said it stopped at Garth. It stops.
Which is around the same time, though, right? You and
Yeah,
Garth?
but I think we were behind that. I don't think we were in. There was a lot of Marty Stewart.
Yeah, he's in it a lot. Talking.
A lot,
Yeah.
a lot, because he's a walking historian.
I watched that the very first episode's like from 0 to 1933 and talks about how country music is basically a bunch of immigrants. Like the fiddle
Yeah.
came from England, the banjo came from Africa,
Yeah.
and it's the music of people that were down and out and normal people.
Yeah.
And it came to what today was. And Jimmy Rogers and
Yeah.
I mean just
The Carter family.
which is crazy how they were even found.
I know. And how they migrated from Bristol, Tennessee to the Grand Ole Opry and brought Chet Atkins with them.
Just the fact
but the Opry didn't want Chet Atkins because he was too sophisticated as a player.
Whenever the Carter family went down to basically Mexico, and that radio station was so strong that it broadcast over the entire United States. It was an AM station, and at night people could hear the Carter family, and they talked about Johnny Cash being able to hear it for the first time, and even it's a really, really good. Even for me, I love country music, and like I consider myself a surface historian. Like I love it. But even me, I'm like, holy crap, I didn't know that some of those connections were there.
Yeah, it was real insightful. A little Jimmy Dickens, how he would make money, a percentage of selling flour, biscuit flour. I love it.
The Grandpa Jones thing was crazy to me.
See, giving me grief about selling guitar bundles, and little Jimmy Dickens is selling biscuit flour.
Well, that's a different time.
Not really.
Listen, Ronnie Dunn is here. He's leaving. It's about time. Listen,
I gotta go watch the second version of that Ken Burns thing.
The whole record is coming out in January, which isn't that far away. But the 2 tracks that are out today, Amarillo by Morning, originally done by George Strait, but we learned today wasn't originally done by George Strait. It was originally done by
Terry Stafford.
Tom Petty. Oh, Terry
Tom
Stafford.
Petty?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Little Jimmy Dickens.
Long Cool Woman by the Hollies. So check those out today. And get for sure, let me say this, get your Ronnie Dunn merch. For sure.
Got to do it.
RonnieDunn.com.
Got to bust to drive to Vegas.
All right. Nat Songwriter Hall of Fame. That means something to you, huh?
Yeah, a lot. So those songs are more important than me and us. I said that in my stumbling speech there, but that's what's going to live on. People remember all that stuff before they'll forget who Brooks and Dunn are, Ronnie Dunn, whoever.
And you are committing with a verbal contract that we're going to set up a time to shoot.
You go cowboy up,
and I'm going to cowboy up.
Picture.
And we're going to do a photo shoot. You guys are in. He can't leave because I know how Ronnie is. He's going to leave the studio and try to get out of this some way.
They will not let me.
Yeah. I am committed 100%. I'm not even looking at you, Ryan. I'm looking at your team over here, and I will call Clarence. Yes. I'm going to text Clarence when you leave and be like, I'm
dying. I'm already gone. I know which camera I'm using and everything already.
Right.
Where are we shooting? Where do you want to shoot?
Let's go neck down. Oh, you mean what location?
Yeah. I know where we'll take you.
Here in town? Or are you going to
wherever you want to go, but I know a great place here in town.
Okay, I'm in. All right, there he is. Ronnie Dunn. Re-Dunn. 2020, couple tracks out now, big announcement, and super pumped for you, man. I love you. I think you're great. I know you weren't always warm with me. You thought I was kind of idiot when I first got to town.
That's wrong. Who said that? I never said anything bad about you.
Not publicly.
No, what?
All right, we'll come back. Ronnie Dunn.
So wrong. You're paranoid.